the kickoffs. And off we go from Ford Field. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Throwing to begin is Love. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, Love. He's going to keep it himself.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Look wide. Get this one complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. Now Love. Open man, right side. He's got it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big...
And he'll take it on in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. We are through 1. It's the Packers on top. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he will take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there, defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going with their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On 1st down, it's Love. Quick throw here is complete. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Here's Love to throw. He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Here's Gibbs. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Nicole Hardman deep to return. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Love to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Love. On the move past the 40. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Second and a yard. To throw is Love. There he goes again. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a 1st down. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Officially a 29-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers going to open up a 17-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense going to take over just before the half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action with Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He'll try and get there on the ground. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down?
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Love to throw it on first down. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
That's deep for the back of the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
A second down throw for Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 31 yards. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. From the gun, it's Love. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18 at the 18-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A second down throw for Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Here's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
On 1st down, it's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? and just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Love. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's Jacobs, and he's got another one. Josh Jacobs, touchdown Packers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 31, Lions 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On second down, Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta.
Complete to Sam Laporta. A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This play is the turnover on downs.
Here's 1st and 10. Love will take a knee, and that ought to do it. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.